Hello everyone, Raids 2 is out. Are you guys ready for it yet? Last week or so, the new quest came out called A Taste of Hope. You don't have to complete the quest to access the Theater of Blood, but it will be a headache to reach the area if you haven't done it. By completing it, you will definitely get a faster access to the area because upon completing the quest, you get a reward which is Dragon's Medallion. It gives you unlimited teleports to Theater of Blood. If you guys haven't seen the news post yet, let me run through it quickly. Let's jump right into the rewards first. There are two new potions, the Bastion potion and the Battle Mage potion. So these potions give you the bonus of a regular Ranger Mage potion plus a super defense potion. They're pretty useless because if you use a Sarah Brew, it gives you more defense bonus than this. So I don't know where will people use this. Okay, let's jump to the next one. There's a new tier 70 defender called the Avernic Defender. You don't actually get the defender as a drop, but you get an Averic hilt, which you combine with the Dragon Defender. The hilt is tradable, however the defender isn't, and you will lose the hilt if you try to detach it once it is combined. You need a level 70 attack and defense to wield it. It has plus 8 strength bonus, which is the best in slot now. Okay, the next one is Sanguinity Staff. It has identical stats to the Trident of Swamp, but it can hit 1 damage higher. It has an additional effect where there's a 1 over 6 chance to heal you for 50% of the damage dealt. You have to charge it with 3 blood runes per cost, which I think isn't really worth it unless you're in a boss fight or maybe in the Inferno. That will be pretty useful in Inferno or something like that where you have to heal and stay for a longer time. Okay, so we have a new rapier in the game. It is called the Grazi Rapier. It's the first ever rapier in old school RuneScape. It is basically a stab weapon variant of the Abyssal Tentacle. It has a slightly better stat than Abyssal Tentacle, but the strength bonus is the same. I think it's going to be pretty useful against some monster that are weak to stabs like dragons, maybe Warcath. Now let's move on to the armor. There's a new armor called Justiciar armor. There are 3 pieces, the face guard, the chest guard and the leg guards. When wearing it with other items like the alley, it has a 70% chance of reducing the damage received by 25%. The mechanics are complicated, I won't go over it, but it's just like a divine spirit shield from RuneScape 2 if you guys remember it. However, the effects are not active when you're in a PvP situation, but PvM is going to be pretty useful if you're tanking. Finally, we have the Scythe of Vitur. Just like the rapier, this is the first ever and only scythe in the game. There are 2 variants of it. One is charged and uncharged. The uncharged version is pretty useless as it has very low stats. However, the passive effects still do work. You can charge it with blood runes. The special effect of the scythe can hit large enemies 3 times with a single attack, and it hits up to 3 enemies in a 1x3 arc in front of the player. I think this weapon is going to be really OP when you're doing Slayer or maybe in the Nightmare Zone perhaps. I didn't really try it when the beta testing worlds were on, but I'm pretty sure the XP rates would be great while using this in a multi-combat area just like the Catacombs of Corinth or maybe some other multi-zones. There's a cosmetic item as well, the Sinhaza Shroud. You get it once you have completed 100 raids. Upon reaching different milestones, the outlook of the shroud improves accordingly. For example, if you get 500 kills, 1000 kills and up to 2000 kills. While making this video, around 24 hours after the release of Theater of Blood, there's only been 1 kill that I saw. It was from Bodhi's team with Wooks. I wonder how long it will take to master the Theater of Blood. I haven't personally tried the Theater of Blood yet. I don't want to be losing millions of GP. There are 6 bosses with various mechanics and attack styles. The first is Maiden of Sagud, I can't even pronounce it. And then the second one is the Pestilence Blot. Then it's the Nilocus Vasilius. So Tazex, Zarpus, And finally, the very difficult boss, Verzic. Each of the bosses have multiple stages. Raids 2 does not focus on other skills like Raids 1 did. It is more of a teamwork oriented game. As long as everyone is alive and doing their part right, you can get to the final boss easily. Since only a handful of people have defeated the final boss so far, not much can be said about the strategies. If you are planning to give it a go, I'll advise you guys to check out someone's live stream, just like Boti's or Wux's, first to get a better understanding of how the mechanic works. The new items have pretty high base prices, with the armor being the most pricey. I think the base price is around 525 mil, but I'm pretty sure the street price must be way over max cash, and I don't even know if someone has managed to get it yet. Let's move on to the preparation and questing. Before we get to the new quest, there are a lot of other quests that you are supposed to finish beforehand. It all starts with the Restless Ghost, which you should have done in your earlier days as a noob. Then comes the Priest in Peril, another quest almost everyone must have done. Then it's the Nature Spirit, that's the one where you get the silver sickle. In Search of Marik is also easy, it doesn't take long to complete it. Now let's move on to the longer quests. In Aid of Marik, this is the quest in which you make the Rod of Ivendis and you have to help different NPCs in the quest. Darkness of Hollowvale is a very long quest that requires you to complete a complicated rooftop agility course multiple times, and it's not very difficult to follow if you look up nice guides. I personally use Slayer Music One's guide, as they are pretty easy to follow and you can just play the video in the background while you are doing the quest. I'll post the link in the description box below. If you want to check it out, you can click on the link below. A Taste of Hope was fun to do, although you have to jump over the rooftop just like the one in Darkness Hollowvale quest. The quest follows a storyline which came out 12 years ago. It's nice to see how Jagex has used a dead area and make it into something extraordinary. Now if you haven't done Shades of Morton, please get it done, as it will unlock the minigame teleport for easier access to all these quest areas here. I've done all the quests up to In Search of Marik, so I just have to get 3 more done. Then finally we come to the final quest, the new one, A Taste of Hope. The quest bosses are easy to deal with if you are high combat level. You can mage the first boss from a safe spot. The final boss is a bit challenging because it has 3 phases, but again, if you are high combat level and you are used to different PvM bosses, it shouldn't be a problem at all. Once you're done with the quest, you get a medallion which can teleport you to the Theater of Blood. Currently I have not tried it out yet, but I have been watching Bodhi and Vux's live streams. I must say Jagex has done a pretty good job so far, as I know over 24 hours and there's only been 1 final boss kill. Anyways guys, if you haven't got yourself ready for Raids 2 yet, don't waste time as it is already out, so go and get the quest done. While I was editing the video, I encountered this fashion skate beggar, so I just added the clips for fun.
Love your armor. Is hard to get. He only got 6 mil.
Love your fashion skate.
Got pure. Thank you.
Am pure, at heart.
LOL. Really?
He smirk. Yes.
Isiovare pure offert. Givemeone 1000. Aha.
Pure of heart.
Sure.
Not a charity.
Alright guys, thanks for watching till the end. Make sure you like and subscribe and leave your suggestions in the comments below. Goodbye and happy raiding.